Hello and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. Today we're doing February's Colors of the Month 3-marker challenge as set by Marker Universe, and the markers I'm using are SketchBox Signature 2.0 shade R2 Blush, Copic shade V05 Azalea, and Copic shade Y13 Cadmium Yellow. If you aren't familiar with the Colors of the Month challenge, it's a monthly 3-marker challenge, or rather 3-color challenge, issued by Marker Universe, a marker distributing company selling to the USA and Canada. Their former name was Imagination International, and they used to be the North American market exclusive distributor of Copic markers. So when this challenge started back in early 2018, it was called Copiccolors. And they were able to curate and sell custom 3-packs of Copic markers to go along with the challenge. Unfortunately for them, Copic restructured and stopped using middleman distributors, so Imagination International and the Copiccolors challenge had to change. In 2019, they started encouraging us to color match and would list the hex and Pantone codes, even before anyone knew what was going on with their Copic contract. By mid-year, they transitioned to Marker Universe and reintroduced the challenge as Colors of the Month. They now sell an ever-growing variety of marker brands and related accessories, and they recommend a color from each product line for the challenge, but we're still welcome to match among other brands, other supplies, or even go digital. The last time you saw me doing the Colors of the Month challenge was back in December, when I mentioned that they had announced something new coming, and I hoped it wasn't the end of the marker challenge. It wasn't, fortunately, but you'll also know I didn't do the challenge in January. I sat down to do it multiple times, but the colors they chose, they really didn't speak to me, so I decided to wait. February's colors did give me ideas, so here we are. Not sponsored, unfortunately, though I'd love to be. By the way, if you're new here, I'd love it if you would subscribe and turn on notifications. I upload twice a week at minimum, every Tuesday and Thursday, with bonus uploads some weeks. This month, I do have collaborations lined up for every Friday of the month, so we're running on 3+ videos a week for February. I'm still looking to do lots more collaborations anytime, so feel free to get in touch with me if you're interested. My socials are linked in the description box below. I'm hoping to qualify for the YouTube Partner Program as soon as possible this year, and right now it looks like I'm on track to do that by June, if not sooner. So I'll be holding an international giveaway to celebrate once I'm eligible, and if you'd like to be eligible to enter, make sure you're subscribed. If you want to see that giveaway happen sooner rather than later, make sure you watch my videos all the way through to help me meet that watch time requirement. The giveaway will include a bunch of art supplies and a small original artwork, and I'm willing to send it anywhere in the world that will accept a package from Canada. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and leave a comment down below. I love reading your comments, I appreciate the interaction, and I do reply to everyone. Let me know if you've ever tried the Colors of the Month challenge, or any 3-marker challenge in general, and if you have, how did it go? The first time I tried a 3-marker challenge, I actually did a very late unofficial guest video for the YouTube Artist Collective. I put on a blindfold, selected 3 markers at random, and drew a masquerade mask to fit their prompt, which had been masquerade. If memory serves me right, I used Cherimoya Green from Spectra AD, Cadet Blue from Winsor Newton, and a brown from Winsor Newton. Saddle brown, maybe? It was back when I was just getting into markers, and I didn't even own any Copics yet at that point. Actually, my very first Copics were the August 2018 Copiccolors custom pack of Chow markers. I got charged a cosmetics import fee by border security on that one, because I guess they looked like lipstick tubes on an x-ray. Oddly enough, when I then back-ordered some of the previous custom packs, those went straight to my mailbox, no questions asked. Then I found some Canadian art stores that carried Copics and shipped to my province, and my marker case filled quite quickly. As per usual with this challenge, I'll read out the suggested colors Marker Universe sent out. I'm excluding the hex code because nobody wants to hear that spoken out loud, but it'll be in the description. For the light pink, the shade I matched with the SketchBox R2 blush marker, Marker Universe recommends Karin Brushmarker Pro Skin 1.2, Krink light pink, Graphite 4145 Organza, Grapho 4135 Pale Rose, Sakura Koi Coral Red, Winsor Newton Watercolour 461 Pale Rose, Winsor Newton Promarker 370 Soft Peach, Tombow Dual Brush Pen 761 Carnation, Chameleon NU2 Light Peach, and Copic R11 Pale Cherry Pink. For the purple, I used the exact recommended Copic marker, V05 Azalea. The other suggestions are Karin Brushmarker Pro 358 Red Lilac, Krink Pink, Graphite 5275 Beaujolais, Grapho 5180 Margaux, Sakura Koi Iris, Winsor Newton Watercolour 398 Mauve, Winsor Newton Promarker 167 Amethyst, Tombow Dual Brush Pen 685 Deep Magenta, and Chameleon PR4 Purple Grape. For the yellow, the Copic recommendation was Y13 Lemon Yellow, but I don't have that one, so I used the slightly darker Y15 Cadmium Yellow. The other suggestions are Karin Brushmarker Pro 166 Canary, Krink Yellow, Graphite 1170 Sun, Grapho 1170 Sun, Sakura Koi Yellow, Winsor Newton Watercolour 119 Cadmium Yellow Hue Pale, Winsor Newton Promarker 206 Lemon, Tombow Dual Brush Pen 055 Process Yellow, and Chameleon YL2 Summer Sun. I decided to use this interesting color selection to do a draft horse. The horse in my reference photo was bay, which for the non-horsey folks among you means brown body with black points mane and tail. I used the blush as the body color, then blended in azalea for the black points, and used yellow where the real horse had white markings. If I were to do this again, I think I would have left the whites white and used the yellow for highlights in the coat. What do you think? Earlier in the video, I mentioned that Marker Universe had announced something new was coming back in December. Well, you might have already seen a couple other YouTubers play around with it, but they've launched a mystery box. It's a grab bag of different marker brands that they carry fitting into a color theme, completely separate from the Colors of the Month challenge colors. If you'd like to see me try to recreate one of those boxes in my No Box Art Box series, I think it would be interesting to try to get all of the different tones they sent and mix as many marker brands as possible from within my own collection. It would also be interesting to pull out my touch markers that I normally don't use anymore, so I could be limited to the fine and chisel combination for the markers they sent out with no brush nibs.